that. That is a crime. There's so much wrong here, chat. I effing can't, dude. I can't. Let's go! Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready? It is time to begin. Pack it up, pack it in. Your first confession of the day. I asked you guys to send in literally whatever you guys wanted. There were no limits besides being weird towards me. So with that being said, our first confession. What are you guys guilty of? Oh, Filian. I confess today that I poured laxative in a friend's milk carton in high school and got her in trouble for being late to class because of a bathroom emergency. So you're telling me you poisoned a friend? You poisoned a friend. And you know what I'm wondering? How did you get away with that? You poured it into milk carton, which means it must have already been partially drunk out of. And also, laxatives taste like pink. They taste like Pepto-Bismol. I wouldn't know. How did you get through this? That is a crime. Kids are stupid. I don't know. No one saw it, it doesn't count. Snacker, you made her late to class. How dare you? But to be honest, it's kind of funny. I would not be opposed to this, you know? You made a mistake, but at least it was funny. Now, I don't think anyone's ever died from laxatives before, so on the scale of felony to petty offense, I'm gonna say it's pretty petty, okay? So you know what, Snacker? Your first confession is forgiven. You know, chat, I allowed you guys to send in a picture for proof, and I'm glad we didn't get one for this one. Alright, next! I apparently get my wizard powers next year. Filian, what powers did you get and any advice for a soon-to-be fellow wizard? Is this the guy that confessed into my chat earlier? So, you're 29, and you're about to be 30. Still a virgin. I learned that today. A 30-year-old virgin is called a wizard. Now you're asking me, what powers did I get? And any advice for a soon-to-be fellow wizard? First off, chat, I'm 42. No, you know what? Yeah, you know, I'm in a weird situation here. Do I deny the allegations or I just run with them? Well, when you become a wizard, you can cast Fireball and you can blow up your enemies, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm an arch wizard. Thanks, chat. I really appreciate it. Like, chat, be honest. Give me a 1 if you're a wizard. Who here is a wizard? Oh my god. We're all... No. Even the girls are wizards in this chat. Working on it. You're not alone, Phil. Thanks. What is an anti-smoking commercial? Wizards Unite. Okay. Why are you guys proud of that? Listen, my fellow snacker. This crime is not even a crime. Being a virgin is Pog. Being a virgin is Giga Chad. Next! Oh my god, this is a long one. Our next confession. I found out that one of my exes had an OnlyFans while she was dating the younger brother of my girlfriend at the time. Pause. That is a lot to unpack. You were dating a girl. Then you found out she had an OnlyFans after you broke up with her. But now she's currently dating the younger brother of your girlfriend. Are we in Alabama? What is this? Also, how did you find it? What the frick? What the frick? I have to admit, I was curious and took a peek. Why? You already seen it all, brother. I don't... What do you mean you were curious and took a peek? Did you give your ex with an OnlyFans money? I found out she was cheating on him. Like, the OnlyFans is cheating, or like she was smashing dudes on a web? Unfortunately, I couldn't tattle on her though, because I wouldn't be able to explain why I had access to her paid OnlyFans content. You went from dating her to being a simp. Mamma mia. I can't. This is effing insane. If there's picture proof of this one, chat, I might have to end the stream. Eventually, he figured it out on his own. Maybe the same way as you. Oh, what the frick? He broke up with her though. And I broke up with my girlfriend for unrelated reasons, so this story has a happy ending. What is the story here? What is the ending? That OnlyFans breaks relationships? What the frick? There's so much wrong here, chat. I effing can't, dude. I can't. I just, like, what is this, man? What is this, dude? Thank you, Snacker, for your confession. This is technically not a crime, but I don't think Batman could have gotten this one out of me. You subbed to your ex on OnlyFans. Like, what is happening? All right, let's see if there's another part to it, or if there's a photo. No. Okay. Chat, we're moving on. We're moving on. Jesus Christ. Next. Hello. I'm a 22-year-old, 6 foot tall, 180 pounds gym bro, and I sleep with 2 of my early childhood plushies. I lost the 3rd one. He was a parrot. Every night, and I take them with me when I travel. Penguin sits against my headboard to watch over me, and I cuddle the dolphin. Thank you, Snacker. This is the most beautiful confession I've ever read. You know, when I was a small warthog, I used to have a blanket. I named her Blanky, and sometimes I stuck the blanket in my nose. I don't know why, but this was a beautiful story. I hope your parrot rests in peace. I know you can't replace what you've lost, but I hope you can move on. Thank you. Next! I once stayed in a 6-man dorm at a hostel in Spain. Isn't a hostel like an effing room where just people are just like sweat shopping for sleep? It's like the cheapest you can get for like living space, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. You gotta sleep across from the homies. I've seen a lot of horror stories on hostels, so I'm very curious how this one's gonna go. I was sitting on my bed, using my laptop, when I felt a bit of gas coming on. What the frick you mean a bit of gas coming on? You getting nothing cooked? Or are you gonna fart? What a weird way to phrase this. Okay. Unfortunately for me, it was a bit more than gas. No. In public? In public. You're farting in public. Like that. Code brown. Uh-oh. It went through my pants and reached the mattress. Oh no. How did you let it go that long? Were you sitting spread-eagled on the bed? How do you mess up that bad? How does it go through your pants? Surely you stood up a second after. How did you mess up that bad? The mattress? Oh my frick. Never trust a fart? Yeah, and never trust your ex. All right, let's see what happens. Luckily, no one else was in the room at the time. Thank God. So you cleaned it up, right? So I took a quick shower, grabbed my bags, went down to the reception and checked out! You effing left. You abandoned your post. They know it was you! They know what bed you were in! I went straight to the airport and took a flight to Asia. This guy's fleeing the country faster than a war criminal. What the heck? They know, dude, they know. At least put your bed sheet on the other bed and then take theirs and put it on yours. Bro left a landmine. That is terrible. That is truly depraved. Deplorable. If I was working at that hostel, I would book the same flight as you, and I'd stare at you judgmentally in silence for the entire 10-hour flight. It was 100% in your power to simply go and wash the sheets. That's all you had to do. Maybe get even toilet paper to get a nice start. Even for me, this is disgusting. Please forgive me, Father? No.